Yo,
Yeah,
I'm
we
in
back up
here.
in this motherfucking bitch.
Hey,
This
it's
is the
Big Polly.
motherfucking No Filter podcast with your boy Ricky Romance and Star Cavalli. What's up, nigga?
Padre was that?
You feel me? Man, it's Saturday night here in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? I'm feeling real good about myself. You know what I
Break on that
mean?
bullshit. He on that bullshit.
Hey, nah, man. Man. Let me tell you something, man. I think we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to step out tonight to the bright city lights. You know what I mean? But right now,
Hey
man,
Rick.
we gonna
Hey
we
Rick.
gonna talk about it.
What they putting in that Casamigo shit, man?
Hell if I know. Shit, I mean, that shit is
Hey,
that's the best shit right there. Motherfuckers is fucking with that what you call that shit? Motherfuckers is fucking with that Don Julio, but that Don Julio ain't got nothing on that George Clooney, my nigga.
nah, but I'm talking about that Casamigos. I be on Instagram and Casamigos got motherfuckers leaking, like they got cracking that shit or some shit.
For real?
Bruh, I haven't drank none, but I done seen some people drink Casamigos and do some strange things. I don't.
Is that right? Strange like
If you
what?
been on that Casamigos, drop a comment so he know what the fuck I'm talking about. Cause I personally don't know, but Casamigos, man, that shit got motherfuckers what? That shit like that when bath salt hit Miami, bro, like motherfuckers tweaking on them Casamigos.
Man, so what's going on, man? You was asking me, man. He was asking me off the record about a final farewell album or some shit.
Yeah, I saw a cap. I was on Raz's page and I saw a caption that said something about a B2K farewell album, and I'm like, yo, what's that about?
I'm gonna tell you like this. If it ain't on the Marian's page, then that shit ain't official. That's just a hope and a dream.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
Yeah, you know how my
right.
brother is. He be speaking this shit into existence. He got so much faith.
Hey, bro, not for nothing though. Manifestation works.
It does. It does.
It does work. It does work. But
It does.
yeah, you a goddamn fool, right?
I know. Hey, I know Raz. I know my brother. He that nigga just left LA. Mm-hmm.
So is it possible? Are they really doing it?
Yeah, it's possible.
So they really are doing a farewell album.
Well, that nigga spoke it into existence. And
that's beautiful.
If he was just in LA, 9 times out of 10 he was meeting with Demir and Boog, and usually that's where it starts.
Can I? It's the No Filter podcast. Can I say something?
Nigga, say whatever the fuck you want to say, my nigga. This is my show, my nigga.
So now you remember when you was on the tour, when y'all hit Charlotte, I was gonna pull up on you, but I think that's around maybe when shit got a little weird. But
it shit did get weird. That's when shit got hella weird, my nigga.
When Blood was making fun of Raz in that video, I wanted to punch my fucking phone. I just want to say that for the record. I didn't like the way he handled that shit. I felt like he was being a hoe about it. This is the No Filter podcast.
I mean, Boog is a good nigga, but he do be acting like a weirdo. Oh God.
Yeah, it was just the way he acted when that I wasn't feeling that shit. No, I ain't got nothing against him as a person. I just, I'm against all funny dude shit, all weird shit, all, like Rick.
Me, Raz, Boog, and Demir was all in the bathroom, my nigga, one time, nigga, for a little meeting, and nigga didn't feel no type of way when we was all right there. You know what I mean? It wasn't until nigga ducked off. Nigga start acting weird and shit.
The tone definitely changes when people are not in the room. I mean, I'm just gonna throw. It's the No Filter podcast. I'm just gonna throw the fucking dagger.
Look, I just don't give a fuck.
No. I'm gonna throw the dagger since we talk about how shit change when the motherfucker not in the motherfucking room. Now, fuck his niggas talking about part 3 on the Queen of Hearts podcast. I kind of went in on the situation that trickled into our interview that wasn't supposed to happen. I want to apologize to you slightly because that wasn't my intention. It was just one of those situations where you catch a bitch ass nigga and it can't wait. Now,
damn.
Afterwards, you know, I won't insert you in nothing that ain't your business, but afterwards, there was like a whole lot of threatening and weird shit going on after the fact. But when we were able to converse directly, was there any kind of threatening or anything going on? It was pretty cordial, wasn't it?
You talking about yeah.
Well, afterwards, it became extremely gangster, and that threw me for a loop. So I just want to say, keep that same energy, everybody, all across the board. See, you just got to keep that same energy at all times. Like, it was real cool when we was talking to each other, but somehow when you got a little bit distant, it became more aggressive. I don't like that. Be aggressive in front of me, not away from me, or just be real all the time. That's better.
Right.
I think we all need to practice being a little bit more real.
Well,
save a life, goddamn. Be real with yourself.
It's Saturday night.
Facts. Somebody drinking Casamigos, not me.
It's Saturday night here in Las Vegas.
Hello.
You know, the week is about to start. You know what I mean? Man, I don't know about you, but I got to get to this bag, though. You feel me?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
I don't care about no extra shit. I just, nigga, show me where the bag is at.
You did.
You feel me?
You did.
Yeah, man, we trying to keep it 100 in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, shit, we trying to have a little bit of integrity and shit. But I'm telling you, man.
Integrity is what
like,
you do. Integrity is what you do, even when they not looking. You know, even when they not looking, be good, and when they looking, be good too. Be consistent.
And I know, but I do want to ask you though, like on some real shit though. So the nigga, Jay-Z, you feel me? We got the 18th anniversary of his 40/40 club in New York.
Right.
Have you ever been there?
No, I was too young. I was a baby. I was too young. I didn't make it to the 40/40 club, but I would like to.
Yeah, they was lit. The 40/40 club was actually lit when I went to it in New York. But Jay came out to Vegas and tried to open up a 40/40 club at like the Palazzo or some shit, man. They shut his ass down so fast. Hell no.
You know, Vegas is strict. Vegas is not with the bullshit.
I think he opened up the 40/40 club out here with no liquor license and shit, and they shut that shit down real fast.
Yeah, Vegas ain't too big on urban. Not when it's actually urban people running it. I mean.
So yeah, 18th anniversary, for 40/40 club. It was lit. Jay-Z pulled up. Big Mills was there. Lil Uzi was there. Fabulous. Remy Ma. Quincy. It was pretty lit. That's what I'm hearing. But what's up with India? What's up with India Love though? From the Westbrooks. What's up with her? I see her bent over and twerking on some dude named Devin Haney. Who the fuck is Devin Haney?
I don't know. She pretty though.
Yeah, she bad as fuck. She look better than all her sisters.
They all.
She look way better. She the finest one though.
That's facts.
But Morgan is gangster. I like her. She be riding them bikes. The way she riding them bikes, she ride them motherfucking bikes better than a nigga.
Ricky Rizzle.
Was Papa locking, man? My OG Daddy V in the motherfucking house. This is super. This is a legend. This is a West Coast legend right here, y'all. Sis.
What up, though? What up, though?
Meet OG Daddy V. He got his own. He got his own radio show. Actually,
Okay, okay.
He's actually a host on Snoop Dogg's Cadillac Radio over at Dash Radio.
Oh, that's lit. That's love. I'm Star Cavalli. It's a pleasure to meet you, my brother.
What is this Anchor, man? I'll be on Clubhouse. Old ass nigga all on Clubhouse now. My boy told me I need to get on that to give me some listeners for my radio show, and that little shit been working.
Man, you popping, man. He got man. OG Daddy V, man. Tell us. Can you tell the listeners and the people? Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on over there at Cadillac Radio with Snoop Dogg?
What y'all
doing over there?
It was just actually an opportunity I stumbled on. You know, Snoop hooked up with DJ Ski. I think he's been doing it for about 4 or 5 years now. But it's a 24-hour setup that Snoop hooked up with him. So Snoop basically gave him all his favorite songs, oldies, old school, gospel, whatever, and pretty much made him a jukebox, like a 24-hour. And then Kevin Slow Jammin' James came into play with Snoop. You know, he retired from the radio station. Snoop like, you know, you can come over to my compound and be on my station. And Kevin started doing that, doing a 5-hour show. And that's what got it actually going. So Snoop got the opportunity, but you know him, he's doing 1,000 things. So he never sat down and did it like Big Boy do at Power 106.
That's dope.
Yeah. So he sound like he letting all his homeboys set the plate up. So he just step in and do what he do.
Yeah, well, no, he just basically just had, like I said, this opportunity that was basically just sitting there. And Kevin Slow Jammin' James came in and took advantage of the opportunity and started the show. Actually started Cadillac Music, a show. It was just Cadillac Music and just, you know, a bunch of favorite music that runs 24 hours. So you're one of the hosts. You're one of the hosts. And so who else? What other host is on the station? No, so that's what I was going to say. Kevin came on and he started getting it popping. And it's in Snoop's compound out in Inglewood. It's like a big ass building Snoop bought like 5 years ago. And
everybody know about that.
Yeah, he done flushed it out. You know, I was there when he first got the building. I was staying in Pasadena, and my roommate Mike, you know, he's a cameraman. He was working for BET, and he called me one day. He was like, "Man," because he was managing Bishop Don Juan, and at that time Bishop and Snoop was real tight. So everything Snoop was doing, Bishop was always at it, and Mike was always knowing what was up. My roommate. So he called me one day, "Man, we just bought a building, man. Come to the building."
Wait, so Daddy V, you saying Snoop cut he cut the Bishop off? You don't fuck with the Bishop no more?
No, I said Snoop was. No, I was just saying was because that was back then. They still cool now. They tight now. The two. That's his boy. That's the only person Snoop go to house. You know how Snoop always showed he at Bishop's house, the little apartment he got in Hollywood.
Yeah, you mean the apartment off of Pico?
Yeah, off of Pico. Yeah, Fairfax.
Hey, that lime green whip that he be sliding in, man, that shit hard.
Okay, Rick, you been over there? You been to Bishop's house?
I haven't been.
No, that was Star. I've seen him whipping through the city when I was in LA. I caught him a couple times. I'm just talking about the lime green whip he be in.
He still got it. He still got the Cadillac. He be down the street from my house right here. I'm off of Crenshaw and Washington in LA right now. So Bishop is like down the street off Pico, like we're saying off.
Yeah, I was at a dispensary on Pico. That's exactly where I was at.
And then he got that little spot he go to, the little Jamaican spot he like to go to off of Washington.
We jamming.
Man, I ain't really fuck with Bishop, man, since I went out to Chicago for the Players Ball, and he didn't give me my players card since I didn't let him get my bitch the Holy Ride. He said, I'm gonna give your bitch the Holy Ride. I said, no, you can't do that. I had a bad little rap on.
But you in the culture. You part of the culture, so it's all good.
That's
You know what
facts.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Hey, shout out to Reverend Toby and Minister Seymour, man. They really they looked out good. They looked out for me and Lil Magic when we
Oh
was
yeah,
out there in the shop. Yeah.
that Snoop became tight with Bishop because Bishop came around in like '99, and then he became the nigga mentor. You know, telling him all the positive stuff. Melody Mouth got the nigga the little long fingernail on the end of his finger.
Yeah, I remember
You
that.
know what I'm saying? And solidified it. So at that time, I was coming around Snoop, and Snoop was really like on my clothes. You know, I had to shop and
Mm-hmm.
see. I went around Snoop. What saved me being around Snoop? That's why we boys today. You know what I'm saying? Is because I'm an underground artist, and at
Right.
the time in the '90s when I was slanging tapes at the Compton Swap meet out my van, I was looking up to Easy E. I always like
Right.
I want to be like Easy E because as I'm slanging my tapes in my van in the '90s, all of the rap niggas was getting deals, coming up to me and shit, happy, and then coming up to me sad about how they
Yeah.
did.
Long live Easy E, man. He's amazing.
Man, so while niggas was getting got all throughout the '90s, I stuck with my I want to be like Easy E shit to the end, and then at the end of the '90s, I started hanging with Snoop in like '99. '98, he wore my clothes. I had some clothes in Japan. I was fucking with the Japs. Snoop went to Japan. My DJ was out there at the same time, and they hooked
I
up.
remember that. I remember that.
My clothes. That was DMG, my DJ. And when DMG did that, and he came back and he hooked up with Snoop without me, like nigga, you my friend of 17 years, you goofy ass.
Uh,
So
Hey,
he
this
get the
for everybody that just tuning into this podcast, man, that's OG Daddy B right there. If you don't know who he is, you better Google him right now.
in
You
full
feel me?
motion. You know what
hey,
I'm saying?
they put the dirty Hollywood on you, huh?
Yeah. So DMG, I took y'all way back to the beginning. So DMG
Mm.
came back from Japan, gave Snoop the clothing line, and wouldn't let me go with him to hook all this shit up. When I hooked DMG up, nigga, I made all of the gear and took him to Japan with me. So he goes some years later, lucks up, and Snoop out there. So he come back, hook up with Snoop, ain't taking me. That shit start breaking us up. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well, fuck the clothes then. Nigga, they doing the East Siders record. Let's get on the record. Nigga, I'm Daddy E and you DMG, my DJ. Let's get on that. Nigga, Snoop don't wanna do no music with us. He wanna do the clothes. Well, nigga, the clothes. Nigga, we the music niggas. So we go through that bullshit and I'm like, all right, fuck you and them clothes through Snoop. So that's why if you look at the East Siders record, it went platinum, and when you open it, it got my shirts in there, the East Side shirts. They just got ES. So that's what
Right.
I was
Right.
pushing back then. But DMG did all of the deal with Snoop with it, and I'm not on that record. That's why I'm not on that record. So
Wait, so the ES shirts? Who did the ES shirts?
it, it's me. That's my shit. I made everything up, but my DJ was able
Oh.
to get it to Snoop. Cause I wasn't hanging with Snoop.
Mm.
Nigga, Suge was my best customer. When I'm slanging at the swap meet, nigga, I'm going to Death Row shit through Suge. And I'm a crib, nigga, slanging tapes at the swap meet in the parking lot, blew down where the Bloods come in at on that side. And they
Hey,
didn't
you
keep
deserve your flowers, for real, for real. You on your
going.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Love.
So I went through all of that bullshit, and now it's time for me to get with Snoop. The sheriff took over Compton, wasn't no more Compton PD, and I was like, when they do that, I'm gonna stop slinging tapes out the parking lot in the swap meet, and they did in 2000, and that's when I started hanging with Snoop. But DMG had did all that bullshit already. He came out with the record. DMG gave the wrong website to the shit, and the record went platinum, and everybody's hitting up some website of some white man in in New York. So in other words, he fucked
Wow.
the whole shit up. The nigga went platinum, and he fucked the T-shirt order shit up. So we broke up.
Mm.
Long story short, we break up from that shit. 17 years, you ignorant nigga, and Lil Half Dead start coming around. Cause nobody liked Lil Half Dead, bless my little homeboy heart at that time, because he had super attitude. He know. And so nobody would hang with Half Dead. So Half Dead popped up on my porch in North Long Beach one day, like, hey, cuz Snoop finna shoot the movie Bones. in Canada, cuz for a month, I ain't gonna have nobody to kick it with. I'm like, nigga, you come kick it over here. And why I say that? Oh my God. He turned into my little son. My wife, I was married back then, and my wife was, every time he come over, my wife like, your son here. Cause when he come over and ain't there, he would not leave. The nigga would not leave. And then that's when I started hanging with Half. So I got the car. Half dead don't, and Snoop, his best friend, he don't like bringing no niggas around, so he bring me because he know Snoop love my mixtape. So Half started bringing me around, and I got tight with Snoop, and that's how it began. Half dead started getting mad because me and Snoop started getting tight like him and Snoop was, and then before he can get all haty on that, because he started hating on it, and then he got scooped up and went to prison for 3 years. DMG blocking me. Half Dead got mad and started blocking it, and then he went to prison. And me and Snoop became best friends in the world. After that,
That's lit. That's
finally,
lit right there. That's some real you know, this is the West Coast Chronicles right here, man. That's some real exclusive shit right here, man, that you guys would never know, man.
I
Daddy really
had
bless
no
us,
idea.
man.
And I had no idea. I just pick up my phone. I'm sitting here rolling a blunt, pick up my phone because I'm actually sitting here going over my stand-up comedy. I'm getting ready to go do stand-up. So I said I need to stop playing and get it all together because I've been writing.
Hey Star, hey Star, man, we need to get in where we fit in. They said I'm a funny motherfucker too. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
No, I was as my little run with Snoop, because I became Snoop, like I said, is one of his best and closest friends because I'm the only nigga with him. See, that go back to the Eazy-E shit I was talking about. I wanted to be like Eazy-E, and that got me ready for Snoop. That part right there, and then I read a book called "You Can't Afford the Luxury of a Negative Thought" in like
right
98, sitting at the swap meet too, because my sister was going with Lowell, this nigga that was best friends with Joe Jackson. My sister younger, he an older nigga coming over, and I was like, fuck this nigga, you could around my sister because she young, whatever. So we wasn't friends. So I always, was mad dogging this nigga. And one day he was like, Vincent, he called me by my name. He was like, Vincent, I want you to meet Joe Jackson. I was like, man, fuck Joe Jackson. And he was like, the content came out and he was like, oh man, you know what your problem is? You think too negative. You ever heard of a book called "You Can't Afford the Luxury of a Negative Thought"? I was like, man, fuck that book. And he was like, no, read that book. You need to read that book, right? And then now I got to see this nigga every holiday because he go with my sister. So every time he pop up,
hey, Daddy V, what's up with off the record though? Didn't mean to cut you off, but man, what's up with fucking Joe Jackson? What's up with that mustache he had, my nigga? That shit was just like Lil Richard's mustache, bro.
Man, because he come from that era of the Magnum PI and all that bullshit.
Nah, Magnum PI, that nigga had a thick ass Eddie Murphy mustache though.
Yeah, but nigga Joe, ooh, that's a whole nother story right there. And that's what got me. But Joe Jackson's little story, I tell people all the time this little story because that's what really got me ready for Snoop. When I read that book, I come every holiday. He said, you read the book? No. One day I lied and said I read it. And he said, oh, did you read the part about this? Oh, you didn't read that book. And I was like, oh, and that's what made me feel bad. And I went and read the book. I read the book. This book is for people who like sick, got AIDS, cancer, this, that, about to die, and they think negative and they die fast.
And what's the name of the book?
Right.
What's the name of the book, Daddy V?
It's called "You Can't Afford the Luxury of a Negative Thought." It's what I'm getting ready to teach all my employees when I build this fucking enterprise I'm getting ready to build, because it takes teamwork to make my dream work, right? So I'm going to make it. So look, I read that book, and then he was like, oh, you ready to meet Joe? I was lit up with positivity, like, bling, like, right? So he takes me to Joe, me and DMG, bitch ass, my DJ, before we had broke up. This is
bitch ass. Why you got to be a bitch ass? Why you can't be a whole ass nigga?
You get that. So look, he take us to meet Joe. right? Boom, we go to see Joe at the Joe Jackson Mansion off of Havenhurst.
Michael Jackson daddy.
Nigga, exactly, nigga.
With that same hat he wear. That
Look,
same ass
nigga.
black fedora.
Hey, was he like really whooping their ass like they put it in the movie?
Yeah, he had to, cause that's what he whooped their ass to the top of the world. I needed to whoop my ass. Shit, we all needed our ass whooped. We'll be caked the fuck up. So look, this was the deal. We supposed to go
take it in the ass. We just needed to whoop it.
Look, Rick. We supposed to go see Joe, and we gonna ask Joe to give us $250,000 for our label. You know what I'm saying? Cause me and DMG, we got to get a deal with this nigga, right? So we go see Joe, and I'm blinged out with positivity, right? We go to the house, nigga. It's the Big Jackson Mansion. Like, bam, they open the gate. Oh shit, look at this shit, nigga. It's like 6 buckets in the driveway. All the way up the driveway, right? It's the gardeners getting it in, nigga. The landscape.
That nigga said 6 buckets. You sure that wasn't Tito shit?
Look, the landscape, they getting it in, right? So we go into the house, and Joe Jackson like, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I gave him some Westwear shirts because we started my clothing line from Japan, right? So he's like, let's go talk in the studio. So we go in the world famous studio where Michael and them did all they shit. They got the big ass picture of him on the garage with the monkey and all that. The garage looked like it cost $100,000 for just the door. So we get in there, we sit down, and he said, so Vincent, what do you need from me? I said, Joe, we looking for somebody to fund our company with $1 million so we can put out some artists. And Lowell and DMG
I would have told Joe, I need you to whip my ass.
No, look. Nigga, look what I said. I said, Joe, we need $1 million to push our artists on our label. And he said, have you ever heard of DreamWorks? And I was like, nah. That's when DreamWorks just started with Steven Spielberg and all them motherfuckers, right? He said, I'm over the black market, music marketing of DreamWorks, and I'm gonna put in a word with you, and plus I can get a word in with you with Virgin if you just write some songs for my grandkids. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that, Joe. And then we left. And on the way to the house, Lowell said, Vincent, what in the hell made you ask Joe Jackson for $1 million? Because we supposed to ask him for $250. I said, $1 million. He said, what in the hell made you ask Joe Jackson for $1 million? I said, shit, it looked like he gave the Gardeners $250,000. So,
right.
I knew off top, if I asked that man for $250,000, I was gonna waste his time. I was wasting his time. Nigga, that's gardening money. Nigga. And once I read that book and I did that through Joe, that got me ready for Snoop. So a year later in 99, after me and DMG broke up, and now I'm with Snoop, I get around Snoop, whole camp is all Long Beach, pissed the fuck off niggas. And I'm the only Compton guy, so soon as I get in a circle, they ain't fucking with me. Everybody. I knew I have there would never bring nobody because everybody's scrapping and scraping for a position with the biggest rap nigga in the world, Snoop Dogg, right? So I get in there. The only thing saved me with being with fucking Snoop is when I walked in the room, everybody knew who I was already. That saved my fucking life. And then when I seen...
right.
And when I seen how the hate was, that everybody's scrapping and scraping and fuck you, I'm trying to get on and fuck that, the book saved me. You can't afford the luxury of this negative shit. If I'd have still thought negative, I would have been fuck this shit, cuz I ain't fucking with this shit. Fuck y'all niggas too. But the book says you can't afford the luxury of that negative thought. If you think negative, it'll stop you from moving forward. So I didn't think negative. I was blinged out with positivity around a bunch of negative motherfuckers, and I prevailed in the end. And everybody gone, and I'm Snoop Beck. Church!
You did.
Preach! Tabernacle!
And that's how it happened. Because, nigga, the negative shit started immediately when Snoop took me on tour. I went on tour with Snoop for the first time after I told him I quit slinging tapes. 2 weeks later, he took me on his first tour, the Puff Puff Pass tour, because he know I got the tapes and I got clothes from Japan. So Snoop like, I'm going to take you on tour. I'm like, Snoop, I ain't selling your tapes on the street no more. We need to do something together. He like, what you want to do? I said, let's open a store together. He said, "All right, I got 70,000 on it." I was like, "What?" And went and looked at all of the malls. Lakewood Mall was popping in 2000. The Bell, I mean everything. The Cerritos Mall, everything was filled up. The Carson Mall, they had just built the Ontario Mills Mall, so it wasn't no nothing. So Snoop like, "Don't trip, cuz I'm gonna take you on tour with me." I was like, "What?" That nigga took me on tour. As soon as I get to the tour, they all got the buses parked in a big ass parking lot somewhere, and everybody come with their luggage and get on the buses, right? This is my first time going. As soon as I get there, the hate turned all the way up, right? Because I'm from Compton.
Yo, Daddy V, we, hey man, this story right here, man, is getting so juicy. We gotta save it for the next episode right now. We gotta get ready to wrap this up right now, man, because I still gotta talk some disrespectful shit. I got a few people I need to talk about and a few topics that we need to touch on.
Don't forget about the positive. Don't forget about the positive part now. You got
integrity. Integrity is everything.
Facts.
Integrity is everything, but this is a no filter podcast. So man,
look, healing is gangster. Healing is gangster.
Oh no, just go with this part right here. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to people and their negative energy, what I tell people all the time is, whoever doing something to you, whatever you do, don't let them turn you into them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what people do. They try to turn you.
And you heard it. So you heard it here. You heard it here on the No Filter podcast. Don't let the negativity of that other person. Don't let that negativity turn you into them.
Don't do it, man. Because
that's game right there from the OG right there. OG Daddy V. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with the OG. Y'all make sure y'all tap in Snoop Dogg's Cadillac Music on Dash Radio every Monday. What time?
10 to 12 noon at Monday through Friday, man. I'm back on and right at the top of the week, man. Just feeding y'all gangster shit for breakfast.
Hey, I'm tapping in with you. I'm definitely tapping in.
Yeah, definitely. If y'all want to get your music played, hey, that's that guy right there. OG Daddy V, thank you for pulling up, man. We appreciate you, man. I hate to cut you off, man, but we just gotta move the show along a little bit. You share some good games, some dope stories, man, and we gonna hold them close to our heart, man. You know what I mean? And we gonna spread this podcast around like some bad weed.
Exactly, like some bomb weed. I mean, not no bad weed. Yeah, like some bomb weed, because that's what I'm finna smoke weed, y'all.
Yeah,
hey, y'all be good out there.
Need that fire. I need that fire.
You dig? Y'all be good out there, man. Y'all be
safe.
Hey,
much love.
I'm gonna tap in on the next one. Y'all be safe. Church.
Let's go.
Preach.
That was the OG right there. He came through and blessed us, y'all. We gonna keep this shit rolling.
You
know what I'm saying? We 33 minutes in. Trying to think, should we give him a little man, that was a special guest right there. I didn't even know OG was gonna pull up.
Look, I think you should hit the button at 33 like that though.
Well, listen here, man. I wanted to talk some shit. I wanted to talk some shit.
Well, let's pop it then. Pop it.
So we gonna end this right now, and y'all stay tapped in to the next episode.
Yeah, pop it.